What is going on, guys? Welcome to Happy Hour Live. I am running date. Well, let's see if we can stop that. Okay. So that's not going to work. Boy, I'll tell you what, we're still fighting computer problems. And let's see if I can you guys hear me okay? I am trying something new, not the drink, a headset to see if that will work for sound. But unfortunately, I am finding that I'm getting I'm hearing myself in the background. Oh, wait a minute here. I know what it is. So let's see if we can turn that off. All right, let's give it a shot. Welcome to Happy Hour Live, guys. Glad that you could be here. It is getting windy, and I hate to say it, I am at Siegfried and Roy Park, and I'll just see if I can pick you up and show you. It is on this end very clear, but there are no tables, and but off in that direction, way on the other side of the park was where I was at, and I had it all set up. I was ready to go. I had a nice quiet table away from everybody, and some kids with a boombox moved in, and it's loud. I can almost hear it here, so hopefully it won't be too much. If it is, we'll just have to call it one, and we'll see how we do here. But I don't have, how's that for a sculpture, guys? I don't have a table to sit on, so I'm going to see how long my legs are going to hold out here, and so we will just see. Let's see who's first in the house real quick. We had, I think I got cut off on some, I think it was Tom and Lori RV Life was in there first, but I see Our Life Journey is at the top of my list, so I don't know if that's right or not. Tom and Lori, I think I saw you in almost immediately after I posted it, so good on you. RV Living Life is in the house. WC RV Adventures, Cowboy Biker Adventures, glad to see you. Dawn, I missed you in Lake Havasu. And there is Next Exit, Bob and Pearl, glad to have you along. X Fired Up is in the house. And there's Miss Laura. Hello. Oh my gosh. So we are in Vegas, guys. And I thought Siegfried and Roy Park would actually be pretty interesting. And it is. It's a pretty park. But it is inner city. And boy, for Easter, it is crowded. Happy Easter, everybody. But yeah, boy, they are having a good time. You can tell they've been here most of the day. This park is trashed. Whoa, Nelly is in the house. Let's see who else we got there. Hopefully I didn't miss your name, but we're going to go right on down to the bottom of the comments, because I know you guys have been in here talking for a while, and I apologize for being late. Hickenback is in the house. Hello, John. How you doing? Doug D is in the house. Yeah, glad to have you here. And there's my son. Happy Easter. Happy Easter. Can you guys hear me okay now? So I can actually go and see your comments, and I've scrolled down, and hopefully you guys can hear me okay. And that's a long time to talk without knowing whether you guys could hear me or not, so I'm hoping that you did. Dave, the wind is horrible. Turn your computer to the left just a little bit. It's not the computer. I don't. This is the mic on the headset here. If it was on the computer, it would be even worse. And yeah, my son says can hear you, and it's windy. Yeah, and I apologize for that, guys. I blame Microsoft. Microsoft broke my computer, and I have not been able to figure that out. After last Sunday's live, and that's where I really had problems and figured out that there was a problem. I spent a good part of the week online trying to figure out how to undo this update that Microsoft did, and there are a number of people that have the same complaint. For over a year, I've been using the same mic. It had a nice wind muff on it, and now for some reason the computer wants to recognize it not as a mic. It wants to recognize it as a headset too, so I have no feedback sound on my end, and so we're not sure exactly how we're going to make that work. But yes, I have been in Las Vegas for just a couple hours now, and I'm already not wearing any pants. I just, I figured I'd put that out there. So I got shorts on. I got shorts on. It has been hot. It has been really hot. And I've had the AC going since I got here. It was about 96 degrees today. And the inside of the coach when I got here was smoking hot. It was better than 100 degrees inside the coach. And it's now down to about, when I left to come here, it was down to about 81 degrees, and I'll take it. Doug D says it's in the 90s there. RV Living Life says, finally, I never wore pants all winter long. Good for you. Yeah, I normally wear pants, guys, because I'm out exploring or doing things like I'm doing here. So I'm usually wearing pants because I'm a boy, and boys just kind of crawl around in the dirt and get dirty all day long. And but it was definitely a shorts day today for sure. Kicking Back says, in Morgan Hill, lots of wine. Good. Oh, I do have, let's see, can my Las Vegas cup. Yes, I don't remember when exactly I got this cup, but I've had it. It's probably one of the oldest cups that I've got. I got it years ago. And right over there is the, what is the Pyramid Hotel there? Gosh, I'm drawing a blank, guys. But stayed there many times, had a lot of fun there, and I can see it there now. I haven't stayed there in a number of years now. So hopefully this is helping. Is that help? Oh my gosh, Cowboy Biker Adventures says, hi Dave, high today was 103. I don't know where you're at there, Dawn, but oh my gosh. Tom and Lori, they said the Luxor. Yes, that is the Luxor. I was drawing a blank. They've gotten plenty of my money, so I don't know why I forget that name. Maybe it's a mental block I've got. Oh. So we're going to talk about the week, and I got some Nomad news for you, including something touching from Camper Van Kevin. Kevin I follow and really love that guy. He is just a great guy. So I've got some really cool things to let you know about on Camper Van Kevin. Got some RV news. We're going to cover that tonight. But gosh, the first thing I say is the week after I left you guys, I left Quartzsite the very next day, and I was going up to Lake Havasu, and I was actually going to hang out with Don over there, Cowboy Biker Adventures. You see him in the room there, and I was hoping to maybe get in a ride or two with him, and ended up it was so windy, and the location that I had picked up above Lake Havasu was gorgeous, but there was hardly any internet signal, even with my booster. And I thought, okay, that's not gonna work. So stayed there a couple of nights, and finally I thought, well, let's see if we can head out. It was starting to get hot there, and boy, can you let the one earbud drop and get the mic in your shirt? That might be a good idea there, Gary. Let's give that a shot and see if we can do that. So I don't know. And it really wasn't all that windy earlier today. And it is starting to, it is really not that windy now, but I know how it plays hell on the mic. So yeah, let's see if we can get a little bit How about that? I don't even know what that is. That's the Siegfried and Roy Park, and boy, that's an interesting sculpture. It's about 20 feet high. I'm down below it, so you guys can kind of catch that. That's interesting. That's interesting. Drop the wrong earbud. Well, the mic is actually right here, Gary. It's not attached to the earbud. That's actually the one that's in my ear right here. But maybe that's what you're saying. Just try dropping that and see. Better button your top collar, Doug D says. Well, you know, there. And hopefully you guys can hear you way better now. Okay. Just keep me informed, guys, because I'll try to watch it for you. We'll try to keep it in. Keep on going here. I'm really missing. I didn't bring a chair because I knew I was going to have a table. It's a park after all. I did not expect the kids with the boom box to move in right next to me, and then cranked it. And you know, you can't. Sometimes you just can't predict this stuff. So. But yeah, got into. I was just outside of Oatman, Arizona, and if you caught that mobile live from Oatman, I did that before leaving Oatman today. That was yesterday. I just wanted to make sure I got up to Oatman because I just love that little town. I know there was some people that were watching that and said they planned on being there at Oatman, and I highly recommend it. Boy, I've been there about 3-4 times now, and I still enjoy it every time. So yeah, Doug D says you are close to the hood. Yeah, this is definitely inner city here. Definitely inner city. So Laura says it's been extremely windy and cooler in Florida Keys. Currently 70 degrees. I don't know. That sounds just about perfect. I have to say. I definitely have to say, but no. Yeah, got over there and it was comfortable, but I still wasn't able to outrun the wind, so that kind of put a damper on things that I could do, and just kind of waited it out. Finally got a couple of good days, went out for a couple of good rides, and I actually filmed that one. I didn't have a lot to talk about on that, so I haven't really decided if I can put that into a video or not, a motovlog or not, but I do have it filmed. And it ended up being one of the tougher rides that I've had all year. It has that to its credit at the very least. Very tricky terrain, very tricky terrain. So unlike the first day that I went out, I just went out to kind of scout. Well, I went in a different area. And so when I was filming, I thought it would all be the same. I got out there, boy, it was really sandy, really loose, and when you're technical riding, you don't have a lot of time to think about talking. You're more worried about keeping the bike upright, and that's what I kind of did. So let's see what we got here. All right. Tom and Lori said they're going to be going to Cold Springs. Why does that ring a bell? Where is Cold Springs? I don't remember where that's at, but. Yeah, WCRV Adventure says a voiceover motovlog. Yeah, maybe I can talk during it and make that happen. Doug D did. I saw your comment. Did I see the antique Harleys while I was in Oatman? I did not know they were there until after I was gone, and I saw your comment, and I'm really sad that I missed that because that would have been fun to go up and check out. So. That will definitely be on my next trip out there, and I definitely want to see it. So, yeah, Oatman it's a mining town, and it's tiny. It's not very big, but talk about a mining town, ghost town that refuses to die. They're still there. They're still mining. There's people that have claims around there that you can tell they're still working them. So it's a interesting place for sure. Let's see. You guys are talking here. So how is this sound? Is this doing better? Is this making the sound any better on you guys' end? Let me know. Let me know. All right. Kicking Back says better. Yeah. Tom and Lori, Tom has got some experience with audio, and I'm hoping that maybe we can. Yeah, market share says go in the RV. It's horribly windy. Unfortunately, I'm not at the RV. I'm actually in a on location at Siegfried and Roy Park in Las Vegas, and I had a pretty good spot that was. It was not windy when I first got here, and the wind has since kicked up, and I had some kids move in next to me with a boombox, so we can still hear the wind noise. Yeah, darn it. Oh, I see. Maybe, there we go. See if I can get that wrapped a little bit better. But we can still hear wind noise, but you're easily understandable as well, so thank you there, Bob. HC Carefree Highway says better. Thank you. Well, let's go on with No Man News. So, we've been talking about the RV industry and the changes that are kind of coming up, and the RV industry is definitely is going to have its struggles. There has been a big boost in orders and production. Likewise, they have said that the used RV market is getting really tight. There's not a lot of used at many of the dealers out there, and they are pretty much selling what they've got. So there's still a shortage of components to put into these RVs, and obviously if you're going to build an RV, you have to have refrigerators, you have to have furnaces, you have to have all the components that they use to get that done, get those units done. And with COVID, a lot of the manufacturing kind of shut down, and now it's ramping up, but it's going to take some time. So the interesting thing is while the used market has taken off, and it is a seller's market for the used RVs, sellers are reporting that they're basically selling their units very quickly. It's not taking long at all to sell those. That does inspire a little bit of fear that the manufacturers are going to raise prices, but so far it looks like the manufacturers are staying pat on their pricing. And so if you're looking for a new RV in this coming year, hopefully that will remain, and it'll only, the higher prices will only affect the used market, but we will see. Only time will tell. California, on March 8th, the California Resources Board, I didn't know this, but I heard a little bit about it. They were considering requiring a smog test for all diesel RVs coming into the state. And on March 8th, there was a meeting of the board, and they voted to exempt diesel RV motorhomes. And so that's some good news out of California for a change, and let's hope that remains. But and let's hope that it's not the writing on the wall, so to speak. But we will see. We will see. I can tell you, I passed through 3 states today before 11 o'clock in the morning, and I went from Arizona to California to Nevada. And we got some kids in the background there, so we'll turn that down. Not supposed to film the kids, so see if we can keep them out of the shot. I don't know all the rules on that, but Am I boondocking? No, I am actually at the Thousand Trails Park here in Las Vegas, and it felt good to get some hookups for a change. I haven't been plugged in since Yuma, and so it was kind of nice getting up here and getting in. The park is full as expected, and I actually had to call to see if I could get in there early, and I was able to get in a couple days early. So yeah, the banner is covering the kids. Now you see method to my madness. That's what I was hoping to do. So there we go. If the kids come back, they are. We'll just keep them. We'll keep it on Nomad News for a little bit there and see if we can keep the kids out of the shot. So, but let's go back to what we were talking about. So, gosh, Camper Van Kevin, he's had a cancer battle going on, had some surgery. He's doing really well, and I'm kind of watching his videos and getting updates from him on how he's doing, and he had a really touching video. I don't know if you guys saw it or not, but there was a lot of people that volunteered to come out and help him, and there's a number of people that just do anything for him. And he had to be in Phoenix, Arizona for his surgery and the recovery and kind of going through all of this. And one of his good friends, Felix, who, if you have seen him before, Felix has been on his channel before, and those guys have been really close for a lot of years. Well, Felix dropped everything and came out there to be with Kevin, and you could tell Kevin was touched, and he really appreciates that friendship that he has with Felix. It's spanned many years. But in his video, if you haven't seen it, they went out motorhome shopping, and I knew Kevin is trying to find a diesel pusher motorhome. He wants to step up his rig. He ended up buying a different Class C, one that he has had before, and I wasn't sure exactly what was going to happen with this as I was watching the video, but he ended up, and if you missed it, and I'm giving it away, I apologize, but he ended up giving his Miss Gypsy, his Class A, to Felix, and it was really sweet. It was an amazing gesture, and congrats to Felix out there, because and I, again, it just reminds me, I've said before, Kevin is really the salt of the earth, and yeah, it was very touching, very touching. So if you haven't seen that video, go check it out. Camper Van Kevin, and what a great guy, what a great guy. So was not expecting him to do that, I have to say. So he's moving from a Class A to a Class C, one that he trusts. He's had that before, and yeah, we wish him the best, and Felix too. I don't know if Felix has a channel or not, so I can't really give him a shout out, but I thought that was pretty darn cool. So and I think the kids are gone, so we can go ahead and pull down the banner there. And so how is everybody doing out there? I just got into Vegas here just a couple of hours ago. I had seen Siegfried and Roy Park on my map before, and I kind of wanted to go here and check it out and see. And see it. It is a pretty park, other than at Easter time, which it's this. I feel bad for the grounds crew because they've got quite the mess to clean up here. So, but guys, can I tell you, it's been a while since I've been in big city. I didn't realize how slow I drive. Apparently, I don't know if I'm slowing down or everybody else is speeding up, but I had to go into Walmart, and on the way to the park, I did my online order with Walmart, so I don't have to go into the store. I'm not a real big fan of it, but boy, did I fight to get into that Walmart, to get out of that Walmart, and I had to kind of use I had to use the coach as a block to try to get in and out of there. But Felix's channel is Big Dog RVer. Thank you there, Wonelli. Yeah, I thought he had a channel, but I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure, so I appreciate that. So, but yeah, I don't know about you guys. I do not care for Walmart, but it is a necessary evil, and only because you can find them from coast to coast. And if you have not tried the online shopping option on them, and you hate Walmart like I do, well, it's a love-hate relationship. Try the online shopping, see if it works for you. I've probably done it at least a dozen times, and I'll tell you what, it saves me having to go in there, and I probably won't. I don't know what I'll do if they stop doing the online ordering, so we'll see how that works. But got over to the park, and I don't know if you're familiar with Thousand Trails Las Vegas. It is tight, and I saw a question there. Jim and Sue are in the house. I actually ran into them as I was checking in, and I got their spot, guys. They actually had a pretty good spot back there, and I'm next to two rigs that don't have slides. So that opens up the area for me a little bit. So I'm actually feeling kind of spoiled there this trip, because normally your slides are about a foot apart on either side. It's a pretty tight park. So we love the online shopping. If they don't cancel on you, I haven't had them cancel on me. I am still not sure if I trust them with my vegetables and my meats, but for everything else, I'll take it. I'll take it. Anything so that I don't have to go in there. So, Cowboy Biker Adventures says, Dave, I slowed down once. I retired. Maybe that's what I did. Yeah, I'll tell you what. I've never thought of myself as a slow driver, but I don't know if I'm being extra cautious or if I'm just naturally slowing down. I don't know, but boy, even to come down here, I was in the pickup to come down here to the park, and they were zooming past me like I was sitting still, and I'm looking at speed limits and everything else going, I'm not going slow, they're going fast. So I'm just not used to the big city, and it takes a little getting used to every time that I come into it. So Miss Laura says they've had pretty good luck with the veggies, the fruit, and the meat at Walmart. Yeah, I do a little bit, but not a lot. If I need something special, I'll go into a store on my own, not necessarily Walmart, but I don't mind shopping around for veggies. I'm a sucker for farmers markets. That's where you're going to get the good veggies, so I typically will watch for those and always stop at those. So, well, Nellie says I drive slower in the rig than I do in the truck. Yeah, that's a must. The coach doesn't take off like the truck does. It's a slow gradual, but you can mash the throttle and it'll get up to speed pretty darn quick. But especially when you get into towns, you have to kind of watch it because you got 30,000 pounds of steel running around there, and it's not as maneuverable as some of these cars and these kids driving around. So Miss Laura says the favorite is Publix, but they only have those in Florida and Georgia. Yeah, there's a number of them that I like out there. Unfortunately, though, if you want a store that you can find coast to coast, it tends to be either Costco or Walmart. Some of the big ones. I enjoy Safeway and Albertsons over here on this coast, but they kind of disappear when you get over to the East Coast. So Don says the meat is trouble over there in Southern California Walmart. Yeah, any part of Southern California is in trouble. I stay out of California when at all possible. I did have to go through today, but only passing through. Let's see here. Was playing guitar with my 85-year-old grandmom. Kept checking for notification. Thanks, Jim, for being here. I appreciate it. Yeah, that is awesome. Yeah, that's good times right there. That's good times right there. Miss Pearl is in the house. Hello, Miss Pearl. How you doing? That tells. I guess Bob is over on one commuter. He's got the next exit going there. Hopefully, you guys are doing good. I think you guys got rolling. Put it out there if you did. I think you guys are on the road now. So. X Fired Ups is Publix in Florida, Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina, Virginia, Tennessee, and Alabama. Is that Alabama or is that Alaska? I can't remember. Well, how are the temperatures doing? I've heard several people say it's cold up north. And I've heard several people say it's hot down south, so that's kind of why I started moving. And it's feeling just perfect now. We've got cloud cover that you can see behind me, and the sun is kind of going down, and now the temp is kind of going down with it, and I am thankful for that. Was cool in Florida this weekend. Okay. We had somebody else check in from the Keys there, and they said it was 70 down on the Keys, which that's actually kind of chilly for the Keys, I think. So, Jim Bertrand, 70 degrees in Winnipeg, Canada. You guys have had a warm winter up there. Good for you. Yeah, RV Living Life. Gary's in a very hot 60 degrees Fahrenheit in Canada. Yep. And Gary, I hope that you will come back. I can talk you into coming onto the channel here as soon as I can get my sound fixed. I'll send you an email and see if we can't set that up. Would love to have you on because I had to end up going back and watching the live last week just so that I could tell what everybody said. So if you were at the live last week, you saw it was not a good time. It was really difficult. So thanks you guys for hanging in there. Any tips from anyone on the Thousand Trails Yosemite Campground? We haven't tried that one yet, but we'll be there soon. Yeah, I have not been to that one either, and that is on my list of ones to go to. So hopefully you've already got your reservation there, so that'll be a good time. Good for you. Tom and Lori says no snow following us for now. Yeah, you just keep that snow to yourself. Wherever they go, snow seems to follow. Jim Bertrand says only had the snowblower out once this entire winter. Wow. And yeah, I don't know if Gary could say the same. I saw a couple of his videos. I think he had a little more snow than you did, but I still say it's been a warm winter up there for you guys, so good on you guys. Miss Loris went to Yosemite, said it was great. Best sights are on the creek. There you go, tip for the day, Yosemite Thousand Trails. I have not been there yet. I do want to get there. So, heat wave on the prairies, Jim Bertrand says. I don't know what that is, Jim. Is it like you're talking about, like the prairie, like the Buffalo Rome Prairie, or is that a town or something like that? I don't know what that is. Yes, yes, Don, you came in last week and missed up. Yeah, and we will try to get you back on at another time. I'm not set up for it either, but would love to get you on because I was just having the troubles, and I apologize to everybody. I had to kind of cut that one short. It was too hard trying to make that happen without any working sound on my end. So, but we will make that happen soon. Absolutely. Last Sunday live. I plan on making that a regular thing. So if you want to join in on the show, otherwise, and we don't have you scheduled, then we'll be doing that as a regular on Sunday. And I enjoyed that, and we'll see if we can't get more people on. RV Living Life. Gary says, Dave, you have to go back and read the pre-game comments later. Hilarious. You guys crack me up because I go through and I miss those during the live because I'm talking, and then I'll read a few, and so I miss a lot of those. They scroll back. So when I do sit down and watch the live, I get to see them. And you guys are just funny. It's a lot of fun reading through the comments as you guys either sitting and waiting or even during the live. So I used to have my cohort and my best friend sitting beside me who used to read those off to me, and I miss that. And so I don't get to see all of those comments. But I can definitely see, and I know you guys know it. That's why she was always over there cracking up, and I totally get it. Totally get it. Yes, Buffalo Rome prairies, those kind of prairies. All right, stand on your porch and watch your dog run away for a couple miles. Absolutely. Yeah. No, you guys have had a good winter up there, Ken. Good thing too, because we missed you guys down here. So, yeah, you were all betting on how late I would be. I was actually right on time, guys. I got all set up, and it was about 1 minute till, and I had some kids come in right next to me, and they cranked up a boom box, and you just you can't plan for that. And that set me off walking from one end of the park to the other, basically trying to find some place where I could have this. And if you can see, I'm actually, let me lift you up here. I'm actually sitting on the ground. There, as you can kind of see. And I don't have a table over here. And other than setting you on the hood of the truck or on the dash of the truck, this was the best that I could do. So Jim says no notification today. I'm sorry about that, Jim. Sometimes I've heard people say that. I don't know what happens with that. But how is everybody else doing out there? Hopefully you are all doing well. It was kind of nice being in Arizona. They lifted all the mask requirements, and things were not totally back to normal. You could tell a lot of people were still electing to wear the masks in the stores, things like that. But they did open up all the restaurants and open everything back up again, and that was kind of nice to see return to normalcy. I have not been in Nevada long enough to see how it's looking here, so I guess we'll just have to report coming up next week, and I'll let you know. So X fired up. A month for retirements. Hopefully that's your retirement. Gary says it's okay if you're late. No, it's not okay, but it adds to your happy hour. I get it. Yeah. You guys have a lot of fun while you're in here waiting. So I'm glad to have you do that. Yeah, WCRV Adventure says you did great. We got here late, but we're already chatting it up with the gang. That is awesome. That is awesome. Well, we're about 20 minutes shy of it, but I think, unless you guys had any questions, I think we can wrap this one up. We not a lot of news going on right now in the RV world. Everything is kind of starting to return back to normal again, with the exception of a few states. I don't know how Nevada's doing. We'll just see, but hopefully soon we'll all see a return back to whatever the new normal is going to be. I don't know. So Gary giving some advice. If you're having trouble with notifications, I think I was too, and if you're having trouble with the notifications, try clicking the bell, clicking it off, and then re-clicking it again. That has reset it for me. So you guys are talking there. Yeah, we'll see you by the end of the week. All right, yeah, Tom and Laura, you guys are going to be coming out, absolutely, and they allow Miss Bear, so I don't want to see you without Miss Bear. Not that I don't love you guys, but I love Miss Bear too, so we'll definitely be seeing you soon. RV Living Life says they did that a while ago when he was not getting notified, and I guess that didn't help for you, huh? Yeah. I think Gary was recommending unsubbing and then subbing back up and see if that doesn't help. So yeah, I wish there was a lot of answers there. I've heard a lot of people, and even I will get notifications on lives that were literally hours before. So I understand the frustration with that, but. All right, well, we were going to wrap this one up, guys. We will see you guys next week. I get to play in Las Vegas for a little while, enjoy some very long showers, a pool, hot tub, getting together with friends. And how is your weather, Dave? Is that a tall joke, Jim? I think that was a tall joke that Jim's throwing out there. The weather up at my altitude is great, so... But it's a little closer to the sun, so it might be a little hotter for me. I'm just saying. All right, guys, we're gonna. Did you film another motovlog, Jim? I did, actually. We talked about that earlier. I got out and I got a couple days of riding in, actually. And the first day, I just went out to kind of scout and have some fun. Put about 25 miles on my bike. The second day I went in and I had no troubles at all. The second day I decided to film and do a motovlog. It ended up, I got into some pretty technical area, and I was on Miss Karen's old bike. If you're not familiar, Miss Karen has the Kawasaki, the 250. It is a little underpowered for me. I got out there riding, and it's not easy to ride in that real sandy, deep sand, gravelly stuff with that bike. For me, I weigh too much. So it caused me to have to really stay on my toes, and it kept me from being able to actually talk and have a conversation with you guys. So I have not looked at the footage yet. I don't know if I have enough there to actually make a video out of it, but if I can, we'll put that out there. So all right, guys, that's going to wrap this one up. You guys take care. Bob and Pearl, hope you're having good travels, and hopefully we'll see you guys down the road. Enjoy Yosemite. And we will see you guys next week. Whoa, Nelly, have a good night. HC Carefree Highway, have a good night. My son, Doug D, have a good night. You guys take care, guys. We're going to get out of here. Live life full time. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.